Mercedes Varnado, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné, a.k.a. Sasha Banks, the boss, has addressed the rumors of her leaving the WWE. Some poor soul, some sad fuck, some sort of Comic-Con convention type gimmick. Was in a Q&A panel with Sasha, with Mercedes, if you will, baby. And this sad motherfucker had the balls to just say, we all know what happened with you leaving the WWE. And Sasha was very nice about this and very polite, but she was like, you don't know. You don't know shit. All you do is read the dirt sheets and think that you know. Check out this clip of her responding to this and then talking about the reason that she's decided to stay in New Japan. Check out these clips.
First of all, nobody knows the story. Okay. You don't know the story. You're reading whatever you want to read and believing whatever you want to believe. Nobody knows the story because I haven't said anything. And I'm not going to say anything because that's just the classy boss that I am, the CEO. But one thing, it's up to them, it's up to Dakota and everybody else that wants to come back. That's great for them, that's awesome, that's their dream. But I went after mine, which was going to Japan. You have to follow your heart and follow your soul and follow your dreams. And this was always, always, always a dream of mine that I never got to accomplish. So as I'm growing in my career, I've been in the WWE for almost 10 years. I had to have a change. I had to feel something different in my heart and my soul. So I had to go after a whole new dream and a whole new chapter and a whole new destiny for me. And this is where I want to be. And this is what I want to make happen for me. So that's it. This is what I'm going for. This is my dream. It's still kind of surreal to me. Like I never expected to be in a different company. But I really want to make this something so special, and I really want to take this title all over the world and defend it everywhere, not just in New Japan, because I'm a free agent. I can do whatever I want and be wherever I want, at any time I want, any company I want. It just depends on the bag. It depends on the bag and the money.
Money. I hate I don't like the money gimmick. I get it. I understand it. And it probably fits. It's a good fit for her. I just, everything's about money. You know, she's working it into her answers. I don't know. Depends what the money is, I guess. You know, she was asked on this same interview. Done by Leva Bates, by the way. Miss Blue Pants herself. AEW's right-hand lady. I got a little bit of a crush on Leva Bates. I gotta tell you, she's got that nerdy little horror geek thing going on. It's fucking sexy. But yeah, I mean, Sasha set the record straight. Mercedes, whatever you want to refer to her as, that she's she's got other aspirations besides the WWE. And that we don't know the full story, and that we may never know the full story. It may never come out. You know, a lot of times these are pretty accurate for the most part, but it's other people's opinions, and hearsay does get worked into it. And we do know for sure, I mean, I can cite countless times that Dave Meltzer, anything he's reporting on, he's adding opinion to it. He's adding his own assumptions to it based on his knowledge, his body, his history in the industry. So he assumes things a lot. You know, this was the same guy, for example, who said, oh, Mercedes will never sign with AEW because they're going to want to tie her up to a long contract, and she's not going to want to be tied down for that long. And assumptions. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Oh, they're going to want to... You don't know that. What if Sasha walked in there, Mercedes walked in and talked to Tony and was like, I can do a year with you and I still want to work New Japan and anywhere else I want to work, whatever TV shows I want to do, whatever the fuck else I want to do, but I'll be here on Wednesday nights and pay-per-views for a year. And then we'll take a look at it again after that. For 6 months, I'll come in for a run. I'll work with Britt Baker. Sign it. Why not? Why does Meltzer assume? So, do take these things with a grain of salt when you hear on the internet, oh, this is exactly what happened, and this is why Sasha this, and blah, 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 blah. You could tell that she wanted to get a little snippy with that fan that asked that question, but she was composed. She was chill. And look, it has been said. I mean, that's another thing that a Meltzer has reported on, and others, is that Mercedes, and she's been open about this in interviews, that she's always wanted to work for New Japan. She's a fan of the Joshi wrestling. She likes the hard hitting, the toughness, the way that those women were able to main event back in the day, like an Aja Kong, for example. She was huge in Japan. And it's good that New Japan's finally starting to incorporate that in with their show proper, even though Stardom is a separate promotion, maybe like a SmackDown or an NXT to WWE. It's a separate brand still under the New Japan umbrella. But, they combine them on shows and stuff. I mean, look at the end of that Battle in the Valley show. It was Okada and Mercedes both holding their belts up. So I like what she's doing right now, and this is great for her career. And I know Mercedes has so many haters out there, and I love that too. But this is great for her career to just stay out there, stay relevant, stay fresh, work with new people, work in other promotions, raise her stock, raise her star power value. She's a women's champion in New Japan right now. You don't think that's going to carry some weight when she goes back to the WWE? And she's going to come back fresh so she could get cycled right back into the top spot in WWE when she goes back there. I do think she'll probably end up in AEW at some point. Perhaps. I don't know, actually. I take that back because AEW it's been rough lately. And if I were Mercedes, I might want to second guess that for my brand. But I would really want to work with a Britt Baker. And she talked in this interview as well about wanting to work with Mickie James over an Impact. So as a free agent, she's free to do those sorts of things. And maybe she does just come in for an angle for a run with Britt Baker. That would be fun to see in itself. I'd be okay with that. I still would love to see Bayley leave WWE and Bayley and Sasha. I pitched this before that Sasha... let's say hypothetically, I have no idea how long Bayley signed for, but hypothetically, she's got 6 months, a year left, whatever. Sasha could have her run on the indies as a singles, and then once that starts to wind down and cool off a little bit, and it's not as hot and fresh as it was, Bayley comes out and joins her, and then they become like a 2-woman power trip or a female outsiders. And just fucking terrorize the wrestling industry. I would like to see that. I would like to see Sasha have a run with Britt Baker at the very least. I'm sure she could have great matches with a Jamie Hayter, with a Thunder Rosa would be fun. Even see her beat up Saraya would be cool. There's other fun matches to have there. I think all roads do eventually lead back to WWE. You bring her back in. WWE will hit a point where they're short on main event talent, main event. Oh, who can we bring back to pop a WrestleMania, And just so happens Sasha is available. Maybe she returns at a Rumble. Maybe she just comes back for Mania to face a Charlotte, to face a Rhea, to face whoever the fuck. You know what I mean? So... She's everything she's doing right now is brilliant. She's hot as fuck right now, and I don't mean physically, though. She's fine. She's very fine. But I mean, her career is hot as fuck right now. She's got so many options. She's got the world at her fingertips, and I see nothing but great things for Mercedes Renato, and I'm a huge fan. I know the internet hates her, and God bless you if you do. We're all entitled to our opinion. It's just that my opinion is better than yours because I have a microphone. So deal with it. But for real, I'm just playing. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of Mercedes? What do you think of her run outside of WWE right now? And where do you think she's headed? Do you think she'll end up in AEW for a little bit, or do you think she'll eventually end up back in WWE, or both? Let me know down in the comments below. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next. Hey, thanks for checking out that clip. Don't forget to check out other clips here on the channel. And while you're there, throw a like, throw a subscribe. don't forget to check out full episodes each and every Sunday of the Pro Wrestling Podcast.